Welcome to MTB Radley! Want to improve your mountain biking? By the end of this video, you'll be on your way to mastering track stands on your mountain bike. For the best mountain bike tips, reviews, and trail rides, subscribe to my channel, tap the bell to be notified when a new video comes out every Thursday. Mountain bikes are rad! You should get one! As an outdoor professional, I've helped thousands of people learn to recreate outdoors, and mountain biking was just one of those activities. Now it's time for me to help you. With winter in the Northern Hemisphere, I've put together some drills you can do in your driveway, your garage, or even your living room. If you can do these drills outside and it's warm where you live, I don't envy you, because I love to ski and I'm enjoying our snow. In a previous video, we covered the neutral position on the mountain bike. If you need a refresher, look the eye in the upper right-hand corner to watch that video. As I said in a previous video, learning to ride slow or stand still on a bicycle can be one of the best things that you can do to improve your mountain biking as well as your balance. This skill can mean the difference between walking a tight switchback and confidently negotiating said switchback. When we ride our bikes, we all have a favorite foot to ride forward. Some people ride left, some people ride right, but there is no right way. Just what you prefer, and that's often what's most comfortable. For me, I ride with my left foot forward. Get on your bike, put your preferred foot forward, get into the neutral position, and slowly pedal forward. Start out by riding as slow as you can. Feather your brake levers and feel the bike respond under you. Squeeze both brakes independently and feel how the bike responds. Gently brake and release. Gently brake and release. Repeat this motion as you need. When you release, don't release all the way. Just release the brake lever enough to disengage the brakes. This allows you to make small movements with the brake levers. As you ride slower and slower, try to bring the bike to a complete stop. Don't worry about how long you're stopped, just try it. Each time you come to a complete stop, try to stay balanced longer. You may need to shift the bike under you, release a brake lever, shorten one leg, or lengthen another. If you find yourself creeping forward using small pedal strokes to stay balanced, remember that you can backpedal to realign the pedals in a pedals level position without moving the bike backwards. For those of you on a fixed gear, you know what happens when you pedal backwards. Your bike moves backwards with you. This is a useful technique for track stands, but not one that we'll cover since I don't ride a fixie. Practice putting your body in different positions to feel your way through this drill. You've probably heard me say that before. Feel the bike, feel your body, feel both working together to stay balanced. If you're not used to this, it may take some practice, but there will be a point where you feel balanced and control the bike. Remember this feeling. If you're a problem solver, approach this drill from a problem-solving perspective to see what you come up with to get into and stay in a track stand longer and longer each time. I once knew someone who modified training wheels so they would fit on their bike just so they wouldn't have to put a foot down to keep from falling over. This allowed them to stay up and really figure out that sweet spot where they feel balanced and in control. I thought that was pretty creative, and it worked. Once you get the hang of it, go for it. Time yourself or have a friend time you. Try to stay up longer and longer each time. Take it a step further and see if you can combine mountain bike slow ride and track stands for the full length of your car or truck, the length of your driveway, the length of a sidewalk in front of your house or apartment, a city block, down to the cul-de-sac and back, across the bridge at the park, or just around a parking lot. You really can do this drill just about anywhere, so get creative and give it a try. Pro tip, practice the track stand everywhere. Practice it every time you get on your bicycle. Practice it on all your bicycles. This will really cement the body movements needed to master this skill and improve your trail riding. Once you feel pretty good moving forward and trying track stands, progress to the next drill. Get on your bike, get into the neutral position, and ride as tight a circle as you can. You may need to start out with larger circles, but the goal is for the circle to be so tight that your forward knee is very close to the handlebars. Use short pedal strokes to move the bike forward. If you're making right turns, have the right foot forward. If you're making left turns, have the left foot forward. You will be likely to find one side easier than the other. That's okay, we all have a side we prefer. As you get better, try these tight turns on sidewalks. They're super narrow for larger bikes, so this will be more of a challenge for you taller riders. Nonetheless, it's a good drill for all of us to keep in our bag of tricks. As we learned in a previous video, you can also generate forward momentum by shifting your weight back, squeezing the brakes to stop the bike, and shifting your weight forward as you release the brakes. This movement will push the bike forward. Combine this with the track stand, and you have a winning combination that will get you through some of those techie sections that kill your speed and require you to work to get through it. As you get better with track stands, your balance will improve and it'll be easier to perform front wheel lifts and rear wheel lifts at slow speeds. As you get more confident with wheel lifts, try bringing your mountain bike to a complete stop, execute a track stand, and then hop up and down in place as I do here. Personally, I find this drill easier than a single wheel lift. To improve your balance and ability to hop the bike, try hopping in circles. Try hopping forward, and try hopping backward. Why would I ask you to hop around like a rabbit? Because this is another great skill you can use to get through tactical sections of trail where you've lost your momentum and you don't want to put a foot down. When hopping on your bike, remember to scoop the rear wheel if you're riding flats. If you're riding clipless pedals, you can merely lift up with your feet to hop in place. If you have a full suspension, use this to your advantage by compressing the suspension to preload your hop. This just makes hopping a little bit easier. If you don't have a full suspension, no worries, you can still execute the technique and your bike will respond a bit faster because you aren't relying on the preload of the suspension to assist you with the drill. As you get the hang of it, try timing how long you can hop. Incorporate distance, basically just get creative. The more mileage you get with this movement, the more it's going to solidify and the easier it'll get. Personally, I've used this movement to get me through tight uphill switchbacks, rock gardens, as well as to realign the direction my bike is facing to ride a specific line. Once you get comfortable with it, you can use it to keep from putting a foot down on the trail. Now that you've learned a few tips to master track stands, you're on your way to mastering your own balance on your own mountain bike. In my next video, we'll take track stands a step further and continue to give you tools to master your own bicycle balance for life. You'll want to practice these drills often so it feels good and it boosts your confidence. Check out these videos where you can learn how to improve your mountain biking skills. If you're new to mountain biking, you'll want to get your hands on my free checklist to help you pick up the gear you need to go for trail rides. Look for that link in the description below. If you learned something, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Tap the bell to get notifications of my next videos. Until next week, I'll see you on the trail.